It's very disturbing. What do they mean? That they want to make an example of him? Does it mean they want to kill him? Oh, no, come on. If someone says we want to make an example of you, what does it mean? It's not a joke. If someone tells you, someone with power tells you, I want to make an example of you, it is not a joke. We shouldn't joke with it. If the man, something happens to the man today, all they'll say is sorry. All they say is investigations that didn't go right.
No, but the NIB, we all know their role. We know basically they are for investigation, and they are here probably on the basis of the allegations made by the member of parliament. That we are all privy to is in the public domain. That aside, I don't think there is any ill motive ostensibly on the back of why the NIB is present here. And why don't we allow this state institution to do its work?
My brother, we don't have a problem with a government agency doing its job. Every government agency have the right to do their job. And it's in their prerogative how they want to do their job. But as I said, when a government official, the executive member, says that they want to make an example of the member of parliament, is ambiguous and is dangerous. And when you come and you see the rumble style to which they came, and I can count over 17 guns just on his premises. 17 guns, what are they going to do? It's scary, my brother. It's 17 guns in my house. I wouldn't be able to live in the house again. The man may be going through a lot at this point. He might have to see a psychologist after this.
And don't you also think that it is
yourself? If you're Ghanaian out there watching, ask yourself, how would you feel when you don't even own a gun? Then people come to your house with 17 guns and more. How would you feel? That's crazy. While someone has already said, a government official has already said, they want to make an example of you. That is crazy.
Until when are we going to basically allow that, okay, let the law take its course?
We want to know if they use the right procedures.
Then again, I mean, they are not answerable to you. If they issue a press statement, you may be privy to it just like any other person. We all know that nobody, not even the president, is above the law in this country.
Yeah, my brother, that's why they say people have rights. We do not live in a banana republic. People have rights. There's something also called citizen arrest. If someone comes as a police person saying that he's picking up someone and I'm standing there and I think there's something fishy about it, I have the right as a citizen to ask, where is your warrant? What is the cause of your arrest? So that's what we want to know. Why are you coming to pick him?
Now let's take a look at what is happening outside. But I can confirm that the Honorable Atachia, the former MP, is present in the room there. I understand he was called in by the NP, the Honorable Ntim Fordjour. And then Kojo Ponkruma also just came in. He won't make any statement. But earlier when we were speaking to the Honorable Atachia, he mentioned that he was called in by the Reverend Ntim Fordjour to quickly intervene, probably be his legal counsel to lead him through the processes. Not everything possibly he can do in there, so he's invited him to come in, assist him probably legally to go through the process. But we have the youth organizer for the NPP in the Greater Accra region, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give us your full name, probably identify yourself. Good. Now, why are you here? I mean, that's the general question I keep asking because it's quite obvious that this is not a political party rally, but most of you are trooping in here.
You've already asked my view, and I told you I'm here because of the Member of Parliament, Honorable Ntim Fordjour. We are here to give him some solidarity. We don't know what is going on. The police has come in, blah, blah, blah. But we are here to see what is going on, that's all.
How long are you going to be stationed here?
Oh, we are here. We are with our MP. I mean, don't you have right to come to our Member of Parliament house? Something has happened to him and he has called on us. We have to show him that kind of love and come and see what is going on. We don't think what is going on is the best. He's a Member of Parliament. You can invite him to wherever you want to invite him. You come with his lawyer. I mean, we are in a country that governed by law. I mean, this kind of intimidation, rumble style, I mean, it's not the best. I can tell you, the men are not even happy on what is going on. So we shouldn't put them into problem. 4 years just around the corner. We are telling them we are coming back like a kite. We are coming by. It was a mistake that happened, and at the end of the day, we are on our way to solve our differences, our problems, and move forward.
Now we are present here. We realize probably there is some engagement going on in the room.
The leadership.
We are only outside,
Leadership.
but we are privy to what happened in the media and the allegation made by the member of parliament. And I think the former defense minister is here. Let's engage him first before we speak to some of the political party members. Honorable, welcome.
Thank you.
To Channel 1 News.
Thank you.
This is quite strange to see most of you trooping to the house of one of your colleagues. Why are you here, basically?
Well, I'm here because I've been told that there are so many police cars and security cars coming to just arrest one person when the person could have just been invited. Just like what the speaker has always said. You get in touch with the speaker, he will release the person, and the person will go. To have over 20, 30 security people, and they're all around like that, we, first of all, decided to come and see whether it is actually true that these things were happening maybe in the 80s and 70s, but not now.
But I think former defense minister there, a number of things happening here is not strange to you.
And
that you should put on.
I will not allow that. I will not allow that people will barge into somebody's house to use Rambo style to arrest the person. In those days, I will not allow that.
It happened, obviously. This is not a point to equalize.
I want to tell you something. If it came to my attention, I would never have allowed that. Okay. It doesn't matter if the person have allowed that type of thing. And I want to be frank that if it came to my attention that people march onto somebody's house, we would never have allowed that. And I don't believe any MPP government would allow such a thing to happen. This is how we go about this.
How should it be handled differently?
Listen, a member of parliament or any other person, once we invite him, you come and inform, police will come. If you have committed a crime, they will tell you what it is and tell you that you are under arrest and for this reason. If they will tell you that, look, whatever you say will be used in the court of law against you. But there are standard procedures for arresting MPs nowadays. It's not law, but there are conventions that we created them. So you write to the speaker or through leadership, and they always come. There are several MPs that have been invited, and they all honored it. Several MPs from our side. Of course, the NDC has not invited any MP from their side. But I can tell you there are several MPs that have been invited. They all honored it. This will not be a new thing. Yeah. What we don't want to see is what is happening. It's giving a bad name to the government and to the country. It's not good. We hand it over peacefully to the state. If somebody has committed something, let's know. In other case, what did he say? Did he accuse? Go back and look at the statement. Did he even accuse government? Did he accuse anybody?
They say he should assist in investigation, and that is what is happening at this moment.
You don't assist in investigation by carrying over 20, 30 soldiers and police to come and arrest the person. For what? What is it for? Is that how to assist in investigation?
What's the way forward for the New Patriotic Party and the minority?
Two MPs have been invited. They have not yet come. Honorable Mustafa and the independent MP from Gomwa, something, A+. They wrote to the speaker, and the speaker gave them a date. On this, they come meet the MPs. Why are we doing this? What is it for? Why is his case different? I just think that this is not right. Like, as I said, I was Minister for Defense for 7 years. I held the same power. I could have used it, but I didn't. And let me repeat, if anything like that came to my notice, I would stop it. And I think the minister the minister should be very careful how people, or national security should be very careful how people act on their behalf. Because at the end of the day, every president is writing a story of how he ruled. And I don't think President Mahama will want to be remembered for what is going on. Anyway, let me go.
I want to thank you very much for speaking to us. And that is Dominic Nitiwo, the Honorable Member of Parliament, who has come in to solidarize with his colleague, the Honorable Member for the Asin South constituency. There are a number of MPs, big wings from the minority side who are coming in one after the other. Fordjour Nkrumah is in there. The former MP, Honorable Atachia, is also in there. He's going to probably act like the legal counsel or the lawyer for Reverend Ntim Fordjour. And just passing by is the former Defense Minister, Dominic Nitiwo. Let's take a look at what is happening outside. And I want to put on record that because these are security matters and the National Investigative Bureau officers are usually not allowed to put their face out there, we would be tact and ensuring that we film without showing their faces. But in effect, one will see what is happening outside. We see a number of vehicles that are here, mostly V8s, and then we see police personnel also standing outside, wielding ammunitions. And so the entire stretch that connects to the house of the MP for Asin South is quite occupied at the moment. So even vehicles that are driving past slow down to also catch a glimpse of what is happening right here. Someone also just came in. They come one after the other to, show their solidarity, give their support to the MP. As to why the NIB officials are here, we do not know yet, and he's not been picked up or arrested yet. They are still in his room. We see some of the men, plainclothes officers, who have ammunitions or guns, and they are moving around the entire house, and they are ensuring that they do their work. As to what they are here to do, we are yet to get the full details. But we are going to go in there again and speak to some of the party supporters on why they are present at this moment. Okay, he's on call. So when he's done, we will speak to him. The minority chief whip is around and we want to engage him. But let's start speaking to some of the party supporters again. Senior man, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. My name is Fred from Channel 1 News. You are live on TV. Can you tell us why you are here and your full name and details? A number of MPs are still coming in. I think we should turn our attention to them for a while. Honorable, if you won't mind, let's get a word from you before you go in there. Well, okay. So a number of the MPs are going in there to engage. As to what the form of engagement is, we do not know, but we are certain that obviously, maybe because of the statements made by the Member of Parliament for Asin South and upon the directive of the President of the Republic asking the NIB or the security agencies to join forces with the MP to unravel the circumstances under which those aircrafts came into this country with cocaine, allegedly, and some other illegalities that the MP actually alleged. And generally, we want to believe that is why the NIB officials are present on the ground. But we'll still continue with our conversation with some of the political party supporters who are present here. And as and when we see some of the MPs also come in, or some notable figures in the country, we will try as much as possible to speak to them on why basically they've come here to show their solidarity. Your full name and why are you here?
I am Kwame Bequin. This morning I've been here in my MP's residence where we are here on discussion. Then we only saw the NIB.
Around what time did they come?
I may not be able to say the time, but it was just this morning, some couple of hours ago. So, coming to intimidate our MP, and we are saying no to that because we will not allow such happenings unless they want to take all of us, because we don't know what exactly NIB wants to tell us, and the Ghanaian people are watching.
Let's be frank. Is this the first time the NIB, formerly BNI, is carrying out its mandate in this form?
For now, let us center the conversation on the fact that the NIB is in the residence of reverence. So we as the MPP, we support our Member of Parliament. We as the MPP are for our Member of Parliament. And for no reason would the NIB intimidate Reverend Fordjour.
Now let's go a bit or backtrack a bit on what he said, the allegations he's made. The president asked that he actually collaborate with the security agencies to unravel the circumstances surrounding these whole allegations he's made. Then again, this is the image of Ghana being portrayed to the outside world. We see the MP for Bantama here, boldly written on his head. Honorable, why are you here at this moment?
We just got information that our colleague is being harassed, and I'm just coming to find out to ascertain the truth.
By the time in the next 1 hour or two, maybe all the minority members, all of you will be here because some of your colleagues are already here doing the work on your behalf.
That's okay. I'm also coming here to find out what is going on here. Okay.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. So that is the MP for Bantama, Asenso Boachi, speaking to us right there. And let's go continue our conversation with some of the party members who are present here, giving their support to the Member of Parliament. Now, we're having that friendly conversation, and I asked a question that this is not the first time we are saying this. And the President has directed that let him collaborate with the security agencies so they unravel this and then come out to probably, as it were, clean the name of this country, because this is Ghana being put out to the world as though it is, quote and unquote, a cocaine state. Flights can come in with any form of illegality and we allow it to just pass. This cannot be business as usual. Don't you agree?
I don't agree to the fact that NIB has raided MP's residence. If you have any concerns or president has any issues to raise, like we have seen in the media, there's a proper way to, call on the Member of Parliament.
Are we not segregating the society in that matter? If you say the MPs should be treated differently, assuming these NIB people were coming to your house, I don't even think a single person from even your own party will be there to give you this level of support. Why are we segregating the population and the entire country?
I would want to correct you on something, that if my residence is being raided, obviously as part of the New Patriotic Party, people will come and then be in solidarity with me. So this is not the right way. You invite someone to come to you. The law has it and it is stated clearly, but you wouldn't sit early in the morning where he has kids in the house, he has his nephews, he has all other people in the house, and then you ransack his residence with fear. Currently, the gentleman will not be able to, stay in his residence properly. It is proper, and it is my prayer as an MPP member that such happenings by the government, as the Ghanaian people are watching, it shouldn't happen again. If there's any way you want to, call or investigate or invite the Member of Parliament, it is proper for you to send in a letter the Member of Parliament to respond. Sure, he has a legal team, but such unlawful arrest in the morning, raid his residence, and cause such fear and panic. We, the Ghanaian people, are watching. We, the Ghanaian people, are watching. And power will definitely change. And when the power changes, we will also, I'll reserve my words.
It's going to be a cycle where NPP has done it to us, NDC this, NPP that. When are we going to put a stop to all this and say, hey, if the police are doing their work, let's allow them to do their work.
You see, there's one thing we didn't vote for, the Ghanaian people didn't vote for the government to run us through this harm, this fear and panic. The Ghanaian people voted for the NDC to come and then restructure the government, the dollar and whatever they had said, and the galamseys, which is still ongoing as I'm speaking to you now.
The same fraction of the Ghanaian people also endorse what is going on.
There is no Ghanaian persons trying to endorse anything. Just imagine you sitting in your house in the morning, then you have NIB coming to the residence and then coming to arrest you. For whatever reason, the president has sent a statement for the MP to, help investigations. Then you come in the morning, you wake up in the morning with your family happily. Then you wake up and you have NIB in your residence. My brother, no. Let us say no to such intimidations. Let us say no to unlawful arrest. And let us do it properly, because the law as we sit, you understand, the law is there for us all. And as far as matters are, arising, we will follow due process. Thank you very much, my brother.
I want to thank you for speaking to us. That is one supporter out of the lot that we've been speaking to in the residence of Reverend Ntim Fordjour, the Member of Parliament for Asin South. And a number of minority MPs are currently in there, as well as the NIB officials, trying as much as possible to interrogate or question the MP. We do not know what they are doing in there, because we are not privy to the details in there. But at least within his premises, we can say that NPP supporters are here. Oh, we see the minority leader also present, the Honorable Afenyo Markin, who has come in, the minority chief whip. Honorable, you've just gone in there. We are all probably aware why you are here, because of the NIB. But what really is the situation on the ground?
Let's give Jojo a chance first.
Okay, so
let's give Jojo a chance first.
No, they are here. Okay, so that is.
Let's give Jojo a chance first.
And when you say Jojo a chance, what do you mean?
It in ordinary language.
Anyway, so that is the minority leader, the Honorable Afenyo Markin, who just mentioned to us that he believes that they should give Jojo a chance first. And I am quoting him verbatim, because he is saying that probably they should have a bit of conversation, whether with the NIB officials, as to the parties to this Jojo conversation. He didn't mention, but he is quite certain in his mind. He is saying that they should give Jojo a chance first, and I am quoting his words. He just moved out with the minority chief whip, Habib, and other members of parliament also followed him, and some supporters. We are still on the ground. We are waiting to see what happens. But we want to see where they are heading to. But the entire stretch, we realize that there are a number of police officers on the stretch, a number of vehicles here, a number of NIB officials, and more people keep coming in, basically to solidarize with the Member of Parliament for Asin South. He held a press conference some time back, I think some 2 weeks ago, where he made some allegations, which he later clarified that they were just suspicions, and he believed that the state agency has the responsibility to go and investigate, because he has just come to, alert the state agency. I have seen the MP for Nsawam Edwejire, the Honorable Frank Anodonprem, a very good friend. Honorable.
Are you sure you're my good friend?
Oh, we were together at Tessano, when we were. And the Supreme Court, I was there. So far, how are things going?
We are ready. They should arrest all of us. That's why we are here. They should arrest all of us.
Oh.
They should arrest all of us.
Anyway, so he is saying that they should arrest all of them. And by that, he's talking about all the NPP supporters and members of parliament who are present on the ground. He's saying they should arrest all of them. And that is his words. He's now moving towards where the member of parliament, the members of parliament are, as well as some party bigwigs are. We've seen the honorable.
Who said Western in this country? Nobody arrested you. Well, don't forget, the press conference was held by the minority. So they should target all of us. They should arrest all 88 of us. We are not going to sit down for any member of parliament to maltreat, or for that matter, any individual. They should be ready to come and arrest us. They should arrest all of us.
So in effect, all 88.
Arrest all of us. That's what I'm saying. They should arrest all of us.
Nana B.
Speaker Ben releasing.
They should arrest all of us. All of us.
Nana B, don't you think?
We are a country of laws. Country of laws.
Yes, but
sitting member of parliament. Then you bring people here armed to the teeth. Then they should arrest all of us.
What is happening in there? You've been in there. What is happening? Well, it's getting tensions, and the youth organizer of the national organizer of the NPP, Nana Boati, just made a statement. The communications director is here. I'm getting a bit curious. I keep asking the same question over and over again. Why are you all here?
Well, there's a reason for us to be here. It is said that a man's desire for democracy or man's capacity for justice makes democracy possible. But our inclination to injustice makes democracy necessary. What we are seeing in our country with a government that is in place, having come into office democratically, is using the security services to intimidate and abuse the rights of our citizens. And I think that's why we're here. We don't understand why the expression that our honorable member put out, freedom of speech, the right to freedom of speech cannot be impeded. It's guaranteed, it's fundamental in our Constitution. But for reasons that he's expressed his concerns, a man who is a ranking member of the Defense and Interior Committee is not allowed today to express himself. That's why we're here. We see an intimidation, we see a harassment of citizens in our country, and we think that we must all rise up because of the inclination to injustice. All of us must stand and speak and defend democracy.
It is not the first, neither would it be the last, that people in this country will be arrested for free speech. And when are we going to end all of this?
Well, that's why we must stand and defend it. That's why we're here. Your question, we're here to make sure that the government knows that we will not stand for this intimidation.
I want to thank you. That is the communication director of the New Patriotic Party, speaking to us briefly there. Now, the youth, he called himself youth commander, if I'm right.
Of course, I am the youth commander of the party.
Why are you inviting your men to this place at this moment? Why don't you allow the law enforcers to do their work briefly and then leave here? Now,
I'm happy that you know there's prescribed. I'm happy that you know there's prescribed law of how to engage. Okay, for how to engage. So if people are not following the prescribed law to engage, then by themselves they are committing an illegality. Okay, and what is the crime here? The honorable member of parliament has committed no crime. Raises curtain on issues that warrant national conversation. Look, I'm a young person. What I see happening in this country, the level of drug abuse is unprecedented. So if there's any cause for alarm and it is raised, if there's nothing, there's nothing. But what kills anybody in this country if there is some investigation and we say, oh, nothing untoward has happened, or if something has happened, you know, we find, you know, bilk for the people involved. Simple. The honorable member speaks, and this is the razzmatazz we are greeted with. Absolute buffoonery, nonsense.
Oh, come on. You can't
Yes.
use those words on TV.
Right.
Those
Buffoonery.
those words can't be used on Channel 1 TV.
Okay.
That I would say we
Yes.
apologize to our viewers. But no, this is my station. I mean, let's speak and address the issues
understand.
as it is.
Yeah.
Now you
Because
are
Felix wants somebody reprimanded, sits in his office, and
not
someone
Felix
power.
per se, but the president also directed that
My
they
brother, in this
collaborate
country,
with the security
there's
officers to do
nothing,
that.
under this sun Sami Jefi has not said and walked free under Kufuor. There's nothing a Blackwad did not say in this country and walked free. Everybody, right? They are more human beings than Reverend Ntim Fordjour or myself or anybody else. No, we will mobilize and come here. They should come and take him and let's see. Huh? They should come and take him and let's see.
All of us.
You don't respect the law, we also respect it. Let's all break it. Look, they are in power. Huh? The modicum of sense should be on them. If you want an ungovernable country, then we'll give it to you.
But the proof of response, the proof of
The president said they should collaborate, and deal with the matter. Is this collaboration?
Collaboration has no formula. They feel they want to go this way.
So this is how you want to go it? Boot for boot. They will also give for boot for boot. They also respond. I am calling on every single person, MPP, everybody listening to me. Look, I am activating the entire youth wing of this party. Right? I'm activating the entire youth wing of this party, of the New Patriotic Party. Look, if we have to die for this nonsense to stop, we'll do it.
If the police want to, if the police want to, you are the youth organizer of your national party. Let's calm down and then have a conversation so that at least people watching from home people, let's credit them with some respect. So let's stop using certain words. I want us to agree and have that conversation. Let's stop using certain words and address
Have
the
you
issues.
realized that for all other things that have happened, you have not seen this spectacle? We are a law-abiding party. We understand the rules of law. Okay? So if you are investigating people and, you are going to pick them up, or you have invited them and they come, this party will not take issues with it. We are not shielding any of our appointees from justice, whatever it is. But what we will not agree, I swear to God, we will never agree for anybody to intimidate us.
That's fine. Your point well made. Your point well made. And so that is the youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party. And he's made the point that they will not allow any intimidation whatsoever to take place at this moment. And by that, he's inviting a number of members of the New Patriotic Party to troop here and prevent the law enforcers from doing their work. First, introduce yourself to us.
My name is Maiga. I'm an activist of the party. I heeded to the call from our leaders to show up here. So I'm here for us to ensure that the rule of law is applied. It is beginning to look like there's a new set of what they call good or bad governance in this country. There's a new set of rules or laws for different set of people, and then different set of people are also entitled to another set of laws. How can we be in a country where free speech can become a crime? Is this the reset they promised? Is this the reset they promised? So we are saying that we are going to defend the rights of the ordinary Ghanaians. Irrespective of whatever it is, the rules of engagement must be equal to every Ghanaian. That's why we are here. We're going to ensure that no Ghanaian is maltreated no Ghanaian is treated better than the other, while the other Ghanaians are maltreated.
On that same note, don't you agree that the law should apply to everyone evenly, so that no one is segregated, that this is an MP, this is a president, this is a minister? The law should take its course. I mean, let's allow the police, the NIB, to do their work. I mean, trooping here, what will it add to it?
If we are talking about laws, we are all aware that sitting members of parliament, there are certain processes that has to be applied or followed before sitting members of parliament are arrested. So follow that process. That's all we are saying. Follow regulations in effecting arrest of certain people. The law is clear, so let us go by the law. That's all we are saying.
I want to thank you for speaking to us. Let's speak to another gentleman who is the New Patriotic Party. Your full name and why are you here?
Okay, my name is Nekome. I'm a member of NPP communication team. We were in the house and we heard about the NIB invasion in the residence of Honorable Ntim Fordjour. You see, my brother, our democracy is threatened. The very good foundation that the democracy of this country is built upon is threatened by the conduct of the president. This is not the first time.
The president asking that the Reverend Minister, the Reverend MP, collaborate with the security agency. How does that really amount to the president being...
Honorable Ntim Fordjour is on record to have said that he has not received any invitation by any security agency. He has not received any invitation by any security agency whatsoever to appear before him to aid in this whole investigation. Do you get it? When the NDC was in opposition, they said a lot of things without factual evidence. Sami Jenfi is on record to have said a lot of things without evidence. Who arrested him? Who arrested Sami Jenfi?
He was picked up at a point when he was in opposition.
Which point? Sami Jenfi was on record to have said that the sitting president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has engaged in bribery and corruption as a sitting president. Later, a video came out to expose him.
No, those are allegations. Let's stick to the issues on the ground here.
I'm telling you, the double standard of the NDC. Someone has alleged that ABC, occurred at Kotoka International Airport. In fact, he went ahead to show you records of the, aircraft movement to Ghana and from Ghana.
That's exactly what the NIB is here. They want to invite him so he can speak to the issues or the allegations he's made. Now the minority is about to address the press, and so we are basically waiting to hear them speak to us. So we'll do English first, then we do P. That's fine. So they are about to address the press on this whole issue.
Well, as you do know, this is the 88th Infantry Battalion. We know no fear.
Then tell you how the environment looks like. And so
So at this moment, they want us to get closer to the entrance of the MP, Reverend Ntim Fordjour, before they speak to us. So we are going to hear from Frank Anodompre, the MP for Nsawam Edwejiri, to tell us what is here. And the MP himself for Asin South, he is also present here. The Reverend Ntim Fordjour is present here at the moment.
Can I have your attention?
And so we want to see
media men, are you ready? Yes. Okay. So I'm not the one going to address you. The mighty minority leader will speak to you. He'll speak to you. And as you do know, this is the 88th Infantry Battalion. So without taking the wind out of his sail, please let's receive the mighty minority leader. Leader, all for you.
General
Secretary. The protocol is that General Secretary has to obey him. Then that's fine.
All right. So this morning we heard of this intimidation and harassment from the NIB. We least expect such a step to be taken by government by using agents of the state. Our country is a country of democracy. Yes. And I'm reiterating a point. His Excellency President Mahama, I don't see him as a politician. I see him as a statesman, because his term is his final term. So those who work under him should help him to leave a legacy. What we are experiencing shouldn't be part of his legacy. 4 years is far, but near. Ghana has been in this exercise for years, and we don't need what we've experienced this morning. The caucus expressed a view through its authorized member, Mr. Ntim Fordjour, a reverend minister and a politician. If government disagree with views expressed, government can also tell a side of the story. This is democracy. It's not about we are inviting you, you come with armed men. You know, about 20 of them. We don't need it. If you disagree, you disagree. In any event, the caucus is calling for a bipartisan inquiry into this matter. We should be able to judge all. But, well, they have de-escalated, they've left, they've gone back to wherever they came from. We want to assure the government that we will cooperate if they approach things in a decent manner. Absolutely. But we will not be intimidated.
Not at all. We will not be intimidated.
We are few, but a mighty few and a happy few. You know, there are serious matters for the state to consider. Joblessness, people need jobs. The Galamsey issues, so far, they have not demonstrated seriousness in dealing with the Galamsey. If some agent of the state would want to pay attention to trivialities, then it is going to be the beginning of the end of this government. And it is not necessary. They should stop it. We are there to engage them. But let me make it very clear that Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone.
And he spoke for the minorities. A ranking member, of course.
As a caucus, we have our various committee heads. And he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus. And he speaks for the caucus. And he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death. But he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God. And the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop. Thank you very much.
What has been the compensation? We're engaging over there. What has been the compensation? You are live on TV. You are live on TV.
Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you.
You've been in there for long. What has been the engagement in there? You are live on City TV. You are live on Channel 1 TV, sorry. You are live on Channel 1 TV. What has been the level of engagement in there?
Almighty Channel 1.
So, basically,
minority leader just addressing the president, making a few points.
So basically, the minority leader just addressed the press and stated emphatically that they are going to try as much as possible to resist any form of intimidation from the government. And at this moment, they are facing the government and not the NIB, because they feel the NIB obviously is operating under the instruction of the government, and they are not going to be intimidated in any way. We've seen the Reverend Ntim Fordjour also part of this press conference, where he stated briefly that he is not going to be intimidated in any way. He is filled with high spirit. He is in high spirit. He is waiting patiently as to whether he's been asked to accompany them out of this place to the NIB. That we've not gotten those details. But I can also say that the numbers we see here has exponentially increased, because the members of parliament are here, the New Patriotic Party leadership are present, and they've asked that their members come here for to offer their support to want to speak to.
That question should go to the NIB.
I mean, I'm sure they should have briefed you. When
they are here. The officials of the NIB are here, so they should be answering that question, not me.
They should have.
We are a law-abiding citizens, and we are going about our duties lawfully. So if they have a reason to trespass or invade somebody's privacy, they should have a reason to explain that.
But at least
whether they have a warrant or kind of thing, they should be talking about.
But has Reverend given you the reason why he has guests in his house today?
Well, this is why he has guests in his house.
Well, we see the General Secretary here, General Secretary Justin Fordjour. Can you tell us, I mean, your leadership in Parliament has spoken, but as a party, what is your position on all this?
Well, as a party, we fully support the position of the minority group, and as espoused by our minority leader. We are a country governed by a rule of law, not the rule of men. And as a member of Parliament, at least our Constitution, Parliament Standing Orders, talks about the processes or the procedure by which a member of Parliament can be invited. The first question we want to ask the current administration is, was that process followed?
No way. No.
Was that process followed?
No.
Why? In fact, the chaos this morning was needless, unwarranted.
What's your position on that?
Well, the position is what I'm telling you. Very unwarranted. At least, if indeed they were showing good faith, they would have gone through the process, the due process, written to the Speaker that the Member of Parliament is to be invited or wants to be invited to the State Security for interview or for questioning or for discussion or to help in the investigation. But not this Rambo style.
Is it your briefing that letter hasn't been written to the Speaker? If that doesn't happen, would mean that his immunity has been breached. What would the party do?
Well, at the end of the day, it's what we are doing today. That the due process has to be followed. The due process has to be followed. Has he committed any crime?
No.
But this time, we're expecting even the government to commend him. We're expecting the government to commend him.
Okay, we know currently that the NIB officials are in there. What exactly are they doing?
Well, they have left. At least they have come to the realization that what they are doing is wrong. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional.
Did they tell you why they are
But they were in there. What exactly did they?
Well, we just put it to them. That is not a question about your superior asking you to come and take an illegal action. And we spoke to them.
Which superior is that?
Right? They will know. Whether it's the Director General, whether it's the Director in charge of operation, or from Jubilee House, or maybe for Osukwachi send them, they will know.
They've left here basically because they see that probably your numbers here are quite large. They don't know. If they pick him up later, if he's picked up later.
The issue is not about numbers. We can bring the whole party members here. If they are doing the right thing, they shouldn't be perturbed about the numbers. But because they know what they are doing is wrong, that's why they've left. So don't use the numbers as an excuse. But I want to assure them that the MPP, the opposition New Patriotic Party, is united more than ever. Yes. And none of our members will be intimidated. Never. They can call so many people who will come and support them. There will be no intimidation. The due process must be followed. The due process must be followed. That is all.
General,
So that is Justin Fordjour, General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, who just spoke to us. What is happening? He said that they are going to stand firmly behind the MP for Asin South. They are going to ensure that no member of the NPP will be intimidated in any way or form. They will try as much as possible that if the government or the security agencies are doing the right thing, they will collaborate with the state agency to do its work professionally. But the situation where they feel that the state want to use the security to intimidate them, that they will resist with every force they can marshal. As we speak, all the NIB officials have left the premises of the Reverend MP, who is MP for Asin South. They came here in their numbers. At least they were about 20, and they came wielding guns, and they came to, we're told to arrest. We're told we're coming to arrest the MP. but as we speak, all of them have left the premises. The minority leader, Afenyo Markin, is present in there. He addressed the press a while ago where he explained that they would have to jaw. In this case, they would have to dialogue with the government on certain issues. Their members of parliament on the minority side are ready and willing to collaborate with the state agencies when there is the need for any investigation. But what they would not accept is where they want to use the state to muzzle them and to force them into silence. That they would not do. They would want to ensure that they would want to ask the government, the security agencies, to follow due process. And in this case, as they are making reference to a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament, they expect the state agency to invite first, send a letter to the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker gives that notice to the MP to make himself available to the investigative agencies. Now we see Nana B here. Let's get a bit from him.
Where we deploy state-sponsored arrest. No. What did he say? He's only mentioned that there are reasonable grounds to believe that there have been some dealings, underground dealings regarding illicit drugs. What do you do? In fact, I even applaud the president. The president quickly responded by saying that there should be collaborative investigation. Then all of a sudden, the spokesperson to the president, who is throwing his weight about, and he must be sacked.
You're calling for the sacking.
But he is rather undermining the position of the president. He rather said that even the investigation is useless because Honorable Fordjour did not provide any evidence. Meanwhile, the president had instructed that there should be a collaborative investigation. And then you, as a spokesperson to the president, you are rather supposed to amplify what the president says and then explain it further. You are rather articulating a position which is contrary to that of the president. Very bizarre. What are they hiding? What are they hiding?
What form do you want this collaboration to take?
I mean, that is what we're calling for, a commission of inquiry. That is a proper thing, and we have done it before. When we were in government, there were times where the opposition would raise allegations, and His Excellency, the President, will allow for some inquiry to be conducted in such matters, and that is exactly what we are saying. Look, let us sound this warning, that look, we are law-abiding, we are going to cooperate with any state institution, but we are never going to be intimidated. No, not at all. Never. Not at all. And we said it. We said that we are not going to allow the people who came to take him away. And then we said it. Yes, he is not.
So did they
You've just prevented a law. You've just prevented a lawful
No,
arrest.
not at all. Did
Did
they show you any arrest warrant?
No.
Did they show you any arrest warrant?
Must they show it to all of us?
What are you talking about? You are coming to arrest.
They show it to the person of interest.
My brother, you are coming to arrest. I mean, in any case, what should cause for an arrest? This is a person of interest. This is somebody you need to aid in your investigation. What do? You just invite the person lawfully. And that is all. When they didn't Mustafa.
Their position is that they've invited.
No, when they needed Mustafa, you see, what did they do? Didn't they write through the speaker? No. When they invited A+, what did they do? They wrote through the speaker. So what stopped them from writing through the speaker?
The issue keeps delaying. I mean, this is a matter of Ghana's image out
Who's
there.
Delaying what? Nobody. No. I beg you. This question is flawed. Nobody is delaying anything. It is rather the government, because His Excellency the President.
In any case, Parliament is on recess.
Let me say this. The President mentioned, he was very clear that, look, there should be a collaborative investigation. What happened? As we speak, no investigation has commenced. So that is why we are saying, yes, we are law-abiding. Yes, he's going to appear before them to speak. But there is no way we are going to kowtow to any form of state-sponsored arrest which is unwarranted. No intimidation whatsoever. And we are very serious about it. Thank you very much.
No intimidation.
Well, they keep emphasizing their point. And some few minutes ago, they just thwarted the efforts of the security officials from doing their work. And the minority leader was in there, and they've had that engagement. We do not know what the understanding is, but the officials from the NIB have all left here. A while ago, the police just moved their vehicles to pickup trucks, and they left the premises of the MP. And the organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Boachi, just spoke to us, emphasizing, re-echoing the fact that they will not kowtow to any form of powers, be it from the government, from the security, or any person that is aligned to this government. They want to ensure that the proper thing is done, and in this case, they keep making reference to the fact that the Speaker of Parliament quite recently granted an invitation to the Member of Parliament for, A+, that we usually call him Kwame. And generally, as we speak, that invitation is in the pipeline, for which he is expected to honor. They say they've not seen any letter inviting the Member of Parliament for Asen South, and they did not even see a warrant from the court that gives the security personnel that just left here the authority to invade the home of the MP to effect any arrest. And then again, they did not see any warrant from the court granting access to what just pertained in this house. Now, everything seems to be calm. The only people you will see here are supporters from the New Patriotic Party and the media. We have been bringing you live feed from the home of the MP of Asen South, Reverend Ntim Fordjour, who some few weeks ago made some allegations upon which the security agencies acted and came here probably to arrest him, and that has failed. They've left here, and it's left with only the leadership from the minority side currently having a conversation with the MP in his room. The MP himself is present, and he also said that he's not, perturbed about what just happened. He just stated his position forcefully, and if the state is minded, they should rather proceed to carry out their investigation and unravel the circumstances under which those aeroplanes or the jets came into this country, and with the alleged cocaine and co. So this has been our live coverage from the home of Reverend Ntim Fordjour, the MP for Asen South, where a number of reporters and MPs are currently here to solidarize and show support in that massive manner. And they just thwarted the efforts of the security agencies from doing their work. Back to you in studio. Hawa, if you can hear me, this has been the situation as we've witnessed live from the Spinters Enclave.
So much, Fred, for that extensive report from the home of the MP for Asen South. Let's now hear from sorry.
Destructive tendencies. And such people shouldn't be allowed to stay in their home when they make such reckless statements. So I will pick up nonsense. You are waiting for the honorable minister to even ask that this gentleman should. Look at their campaign strategy. We are yet to see more. We are even warming up. We haven't started anything yet. I'm telling you, Ghanaians should brace themselves. I'm saying that we are warming up. To clean up the state, we have, if you have to reset a country, characters like that, you have to pick them. They are the people, they are the reason why we are where we are. Not authoritarian. You have enough information. That borders on national security. This one borders on national security. The integrity of the state. Our government is less than 3 months. If we are not getting 100%, today, 90, it's right. And somebody is already saying that, okay, The person just meant to destroy the image of the country. That is their modus operandi. They are not satisfied that Ghanaians have given them 38.2%. They are not happy. So they want to destroy the country. Look, they want to run away from. Have you seen the recent expose of Japan? Comrade Japan. These are the characters we are dealing with. They have these containers and everything. They are vehicles. They can have containers and everything. MPP leadership. I'm saying this. I know them. We don't know the people governing the country. It wasn't like MPP who govern the country. And then excavators were flying. Now containers are full. We are seeing a lot of containers to carry money and this thing, gold. Some have put it in their bedroom, some have put it in freezing. Japan is running after them. And you say we are arresting him. I don't know criminals.
Do I want to take it that you are his lawyer and so you are here to make some interventions?
Well, he called me. He told me that I should come immediately because, I mean, they've surrounded his house. Yes, but obviously, I'm a colleague, a former colleague, and also I practice law. So let me find out what is going on before we can advise him because it's a bit, I mean, frightening.
Have you preliminary information as to why the NIB is in his house?
I'm not too sure, but I told him that if there's a search warrant, he should see it before he will let them in. Because you can't invade somebody's privacy without an order of the court. Yes. So this is where we all have to watch, and if there's anything to invite him, you can invite him, but if you besiege his house, as a team member of parliament.
But parliament is on recess.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is. You see, if it's a drama, then you want to blackmail and intimidate people. But you don't need drama to do investigations. I have come to learn that almost serious investigations are submarine. You don't even know that they are even investigating you.
And that is what they are doing. But your members or probably the supporters heard it, and they are all here at this moment.
Well, I don't know but I don't know what they want to do with this. Understand? Because if you brought a common criminal, on the scene, then it's fine. A member of parliament, the people here, the policemen even outside.
This is not the first time we're witnessing a thing like this, whether in the current or previous governments.
It's all wrong. Whether it's in the previous government or not, two wrongs do not make one right. But what I'm saying that let's have decency because we are still in the rule of law. It was the rule of law that brought President Mahama in. He saw on the Bible and the Constitution. What has changed? We are not even 1 year in this government, and we are seeing all manner of theatrics and intimidations and the rest of it.
All right, that was a live coverage from the home of the Member of Parliament for Asen South, Reverend John Ntim Fordjour, who doubles as the ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament. The entire saga has to do with a press conference that he organized, alleging that there were some suspicious activities relating to some 2 aircraft that had landed at the Kotoka International Airport, one which stayed at the airport for about 5 days. The President, John Dramani Mahama, subsequently has ordered a probe into the matter and has urged the MP to assist the security agencies in their investigations. There's been a back and forth with the MP saying that he has not officially been communicated to or which body to appear before to assist with these investigations. We've heard the government's communications minister, or the minister in charge of government communications, Felix Kwache Ofosu, say that the MP has been dodging invitations. We've heard the deputy CEO of NACOC say that in the event that the MP does not avail himself, they will be forced to arrest him. Well, today we picked up information that national security operatives, including some police officers, had visited upon the home of the Member of Parliament here in Accra. And so we sent our cameras there, led by my colleague, Fred Duho. We brought you live pictures where members of Parliament on the minority side trooped to the home of the Asen South MP, converged on his house, and subsequently foiled an attempt to have him arrested. We'll bring you details and updates in subsequent programming and bulletins here on Channel 1 Television. Earlier also, you heard from my colleague Hawa Idrisu, who was moderating this particular session, interacting with Fred Duho, who came to you live from from the home of the Member of Parliament. Well, my name is Ntim Fordjour. Many thanks for your time. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to Trending Africa with me, Samuel Akom. Remember, Trending Africa is a show where we take you through the African continent to bring you stories